ase and nti mema wakwaba you are welcome to NDC 360. Now we couldn't bring you a live show because of circumstances beyond our control, but we are back again in our studios live bringing you this special edition of NDC 360. And as always, Jumedi is streaming it live on social media, or Facebook, NDC 360, X NDC 360 official, and on YouTube, NDC 360 official. So you can watch it if you have a smart TV home on YouTube. If you are able to also watch it on your phone, you can watch it on Facebook or X. But say TV, and I hope say we're having a simulcast on about 6 television networks. The kind a Unia TV. The Atosumienu a Angel TV. The Atosumiensa a Wezo TV. The Atosubiem a TVXYZ. And Unia Kevin Taylor Daroma, Loud Silence TV. Omunina Fejumedie live at the same time. We also can bring about the change and the transformation you want to see in your life. It's a brepa on NDC and U segments. Now I heard Upper East tour of John Mahama, how he entered Upper East, how he started it, and all the major policies that were there to Jawo. And I know you will pick something from it. Come 7th December. Now, we are a moment of truth segments. On moment of truth, you kasaba kata shene proye. Chrono kesie dia. O mampenya bedi eche ba wumia O2 Frankama MPP. Ewo 2024 upcoming election mu. On na busuanfo de Bogana. In the name of soul sin. And then all the scandalous, the illegal, the overpriced, the inflated sole source contracts are. Yadiama bawumia ni nnuane ne yerenom na airborne. Yes, so straight to action. This is NDC and you. We are not wasting time at all because then you want some kind. Once ye papa you were yadi John Dramani Mahama was si form now we're born to one idea. So this is NDC and you. Now Abusia, they said the media can cheer. John Mahama launched his campaign in Tamale, the 27th of July. You launched a campaign on the Tujase and to abon yefiti ase ubia won a chefa. In this I don't Sasha Demri from as an NDC member or an executive. Say o Treyama John Mahama ba on Peswaso and Sala.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead.
Nobody was bashed, you know. Every constituency organized 2 programs with sometimes whistle tops here and there. But programs ni na ye febroso, nipa babroso because e kom di nipa. And yes, people are hungry for hope. People are hungry for a vision that can give them hope. Now we can change our destiny as a people. A new sense of direction. And they see that in John Mahama. And everywhere John Mahama went to, the people came in their numbers to meet him. Watch some of these videos.
Thank you.
I'm just going to bring you a few highlights. Where do we start from? Let me start from mess. Kwaya Bawumia ni Akufo-Addo atete Ghana sikasem afa. Ene ehawo a ede aba beto omen so enkankan ne emmabunu wone me. Yemma a wo mo ba ne omu inchirima. You see, Dr. Ishmael Yamson Akasembi, there's a doctor, an economist. He's been around for a long time. The near fee. Obobra, or who are buying Abesenko different regimes. Or say, baby, Bawomiane Akufo-Addo, MPP, atete Ghana Sikasemako Druno, or who be da, or more your minor quachue 40 years. No, me, people don't really think that it is about them, but it is about all of us. And enunti ene wasa ba ye ba betri. Number one, who decided over to be. Number two, yes over to be kwa over to abapa and then sisa ebeba, because we cannot continue like this. So watch what President Mahama had to say about the state of the economy, the debt situation especially, and then what you need to do on 7 December.
You took the national debt from 120 billion. Today, the national debt is almost 750 billion cedis. And so, there is hope. And we have a chance to achieve that hope. And that is why each of us has a thumb. And each of us will be required to use that thumb. And each of us will be required to use that thumb. And each of us will be required to use that thumb to effect the change that will make our lives better. And so let's make sure that we keep our voters' cards properly. The young boys, don't walk around with the voters' card in your pocket and you'll be showing it to everybody. Leave it in your house. Put it in your box. On 7th December in the morning, you go and take that voters' card out, because you have work to do. You all must vote in order that we're able to change this government.
Yes, how sad. How sad. Say Omaya yede share Bawumia ni Akufo-Addo sa 2016. Na ka Omaya edi nyina from Kwame Nkrumah pencil ABC John Mahama pencil. Na ye 120 billion. Ye kasa. But kasa nko na mamu nko. Ene. What we say eka mene Ghana intimi ntua eka. Omaya na dani amanfo. Oza maya twa enwenhie nyina timi kwa mansadwa so ko bobosia. Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Burkina obia timi ko Nigeria, Ghana nko a obia mpe yani ahwe. Because ya bob besia na du ba bia yesi yentumi ntua. E champion de oye yentua o. We de yentumi ntua. Ye de ka na eja nchirima. Nti Ghana de hia ban bo mo besia mpo ye frɛ ne bonds. Aban ni so ntumi ntua, wa ye ne carry forward we tu ni tua na hye from 2026 to 2045. Ye kasa MPP for ya mambofo a ebinom nti ase. But asechire nini, they are nation wreckers. Because abusuape openyi papa be ye abusuapenyi wo fie a ogya ejapade. Anchirima betumi aba beto de aye wo ho yie. Onyaka. We mu de omagya yeka the solution to the biggest problem confronting Ghana today eye adwumasem. And Ghana we ye hwehwemu a hwehwemu a ya ye nyina che se adwuma sempa na ye o mei ha okese. Nkra ku school awie omutifie omunya adwuma. Ebi kra na school o mantimi ankwa anu animu sa. But omo onyansa wa ahoden anyame di bibia dua omu a omunya mwa omo so betumi aye adwuma de abo omo ho mabusua ne oman no. Boafo we. Jemu kire se say yentimi anye bibi amfa dwuma sem we ho akwa pi maburu bebre bo mutifie mu nya dwuma anya. Say the devil finds work for an idle hand. And here that cry be sorry yenti asem de no ye ni basa basa. They said ye koso wa mama bi so no e no na eba. Because people are giving up on Ghana.
So that we can create more jobs for our young people. And to create more jobs for our young people, we have to help businesses to be able to add on more employment and work in the night. And so we're going to help a new crop of business people called agribusinessmen. In every region, there's going to be a special agro-processing zone. Government will acquire the land, will do the roads, will bring water, electricity. And anybody who wants to set up a factory to buy products from farmers and process it will be giving the land to establish the factory. We're going to come. We're asking that those businesses work longer hours than the usual 8-hour day. That is working from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening. It is happening in other places. In other places, they have a 24-hour economic program where they give incentives to businesses to work for longer hours. And if you work for longer hours, you cannot work with the same number of people for 16 hours or 24 hours. You have to add on additional labor. So if you have a pharmaceutical factory and you're producing drugs, first, government will incentivize you by buying your drugs. Because we have a need, and NHIS buys drugs for the hospitals. And so we should buy the drugs that Ghanaian factories are producing. If we are buying those drugs the Ghanaian factory is producing, that businessman can add on additional shifts to be able to meet the demand.
4 hours. 8 hours each. Every shift, 8 hours. Say we do 4,000, over 2,000 account for the 2 additional shifts. No, I 3,000. I say agro processing factories are 24/7. Pharmaceutical factories 24/7. Construction companies throughout the night 24/7. Waste and sanitation companies. Those who have traveled, they know. And so Amanyo Semuntino. MPP for 24-hour economy. Now 24-hour economy nyanka ba wumi awoko school of Vancouver, Canada. No, to me school no pass so ye dwuma onye no one kan. It is because in those countries there is 24-hour economy. It is students cry to me school anajo no board night kakra na enye papa sini who. That is what Ghana needs. And this is why you must vote for John Mahama. Because what is the alternative? 8 hours. Now 8 hours. Is abena ubenya dwuma. What pay dwuma 3 years, 4 years unyebi. Somebody says I want to increase the working hours to 24/7 with a deliberate policy intervention that ensures that private companies, businesses are able to do that. And state agencies, passport office, ports, DVLA, customs, they are all able to do that. And President Mahama can be your secretary. Edwuma na yede ba no eno na eba be empower Ghana mabunu memmoa ne maba tobi. Nti the problem is to get a job. The here pa no enye mobile phones. Listen to what President Mahama said about teaching the Ghanaian youth about how to fish.
These children here are going to complete school. And many of them complete school, and for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they are still staying in their father and mother's houses, and it is their father and mother providing food for them to eat. We want our young people to finish school and be able to find jobs so that they can earn money for themselves, they can get married, they can also have children and take their children to school. The English people say, don't give me.
Don't sell your destiny. Phones that you can use. Don't sell your destiny for a phone. You are bigger than that. You are better than that. You are greater than that. Because you need a phone. Your destiny is better and greater than iPhone 15. Because one day, not only would you own, you are going to be a manufacturer of those phones. You have more phones than you can use. Don't sell your destiny for a phone. You are bigger than that. You are better than that. You are greater than that.
Very, very profound. Manufacture foods. That is what he's telling you. And that is wisdom. As I'm with you, and so I met to also with the other highlights. I want to pick the thoughts of my able deputy, Malik Akwaba.
Look careful. Wama semna ye simple. Ama chese obi ano nti asiempo no wanya nti asie ewo mu. Asem also opinion can say enton wo dache just because of iPhone 15 and not just because of a mobile phone. In fact, please, the youth of this country, the Gen Zs of this country, the unemployed.
What they did 200 years?
2 decades.
Oh, yes, say, Uchan Kuntum Pumasa for a year, I would not want to. So, the message is simple. And then I'm a leak at Shemu. Ghana for Maku School, Tifi, or Pejumayan, and yet a Tronsem Winum here. It is not about mobile phones. Also, with the credit system or buy. And some will be able to build the credit. And how do you build credit? You build credit. Say, who has thought of the 24-hour economy that can transform the economy? Now, apart from 24-hour economy, Ghana, a population of 30 million, over 60% of the population. And we see, you can't seek the mandate of the people to lead in the highest office of president and not have a policy for the agriculture sector.
And tomatoes, and these are all things that God has blessed us with. The land is giving us sunshine, He's giving us water to be able to do so ourselves. And so we're going to come and assist the farmers so that we can produce enough food. Before you do anything else, the first thing you need is to satisfy the stomach. And so food is the #1 priority. And the only way we can produce enough food is to support the farmers to produce it. And that is why NDC is coming to establish farmer service centers. Every farmer service center will have at least 10 tractors with planters, harvesters, everything that a farmer needs. You have fertilizer, you have weedicides, you have improved seeds, everything.
All kind of questions to do baby back. And yet, Papa no Casa no Kumika or Kobasa no Pantino or Hamo baby and Natalia for Chaka. So, the president, and ye the president. Untimini Nafa Kokran Kasabi and 20. So, Ujina ho no yinsem no bako no chechem. What is President Mahama talking about? You see, Ghana betum ponwa. I will say the structure of the economy, no, SSR. What do I mean by that? The chairman say, "Enyema pia ye kra ifra manone eba Ghana. Now so nyame adom ye anke ye betumi adua bi wo Ghana anaya ye bi wo Ghana." Inti wutie na okan bibi planters, harvesters, mfidi a yede ye plowing, de yede dane asa, de yede do, de yede dane asase nani, de yede dua seedlings, seeds ne kura ne papa wo se wudua na etimi so bebre, fertilizer wo se wudi guso, farmer service center no na sa mfidi ni nyina, the tractor, the planters, the harvesters, the harrowers, the seedlings, the combined harvesters, the fertilizer, a hona yedini na bewo. No more ma kwadare was a jumani no mo na ehweso. Tikuani bia wo sa ampeso aso ho no. Wo be ko no wa ko register be say me yekuani mi wafuo 1 acre 10 hectares. Ma afuo no da ha dia obetwa. Ha sei ni ha sei ne da. To register pe. Dia na wo be ya me hia we dey aban behwe say guaranteed prices wo wa ye beto no ebo akuani ni benya mfaso ti otofri wo a no dey akọ ne farmer service center ho so ho na je say wo kua na wo ye no wonya wo mfaso farmer service centers ni top products ni free ho a jo ma se anso ho ye wo de be di aburo ne de bi begu nsuom aye dokoro ne ye banku adi ntos ni bi ye de be ye nkwan jene ye de be ya bomu ni nkwan ne de keka ho pe ke ye wo so me koya e ho kantimi nya mfaso enti na ye nya factories wa komada na ebe processing tools e wo mikrombunu is ne de keka ho ebe process cashew so president Mahama say I will create that zone bi di bibia be wo ho wo ba ya ye twa natin tomatoes ne so ya ye Ghana de ya ye ton wo ye dwom so ho starch ye we a ye be di Ghana ne de dia aka na kwa ma no ne akoton na ma ye nya dollar ama ye nya obru ni sika ne de abe support economy no
businesses. And so, aside from empowering our women by the affirmative action bill that has just been passed by Parliament, the NDC intends to set up a women's development bank so that it can provide credit to our women. The bank will have its branches in the markets and
Ghana mape juma. Ghanaian women are entrepreneurial. Woman is kiti bi obe turning around. Dodo na. But turning around in business. I know because me mama or a business woman. The betre kakra bi or the topano no the tukusua no the aboa me papa ma or the ahwe ne menyina. And so I know what Ghanaian women can do. And President Mahama knows this. And you say or the bank ye do twemu back for ma bank it said ye dika de mu nchire mu abrewo no e man ko na be ye mu adwuma bank manager or your ba teller or your ba cashier or your ba staff se wo mu based on your capacity and your ability to pay in siwono kete bi ena conditions say kofa collateral bra kofa webra bibia say ni ho memremre na bank no wo human resources a ebe training ebe boawo be ma guidance a wodi sika ne be ye adwuma yie ne so atimi aba mfaso na watimi atue sika no na ofoforo so enya bi na wo so adwuma ye yie a wodi akoboa wo kunu wodi akoboa wo mma wodi akoboa fie ba bia nya sika wodi kofie. And that is why President Mahama sees this to be very important. Because if you empower a woman, you have empowered an entire household. And he said,
introducing a housing program for you. So if you are working and you have an income and you have at least 15 to 20 years of your working life left, we will give you the design house. It will be in cedis, not in dollars. You show where you want the house to be built. The house will be built and we will deduct from your salary month by month by month for 15 years, 20 years until you finish paying for it. And so teachers, nurses, doctors, everybody who has a fixed income you can benefit from this housing program. You can either build it in your hometown or you can build it where you are working so that you don't have to pay rent, and this will be available to all those who have working life of about 15 to 20 years left. You pay in cedis, not in dollars, and you pay at a low cedis, not in dollars, and you pay at a low interest rate, not at a high interest rate. The government...
See, this man is a visionary thinker. He's a nation builder. He asem da ye de beji to me. Nya de onim se won to me no.